It's the Seahawks and the Commanders on Thursday night.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First play, Watson to the air. This one goes underneath to Walker. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Walker. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Rolling to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Deshaun Watson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception ball. Now this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 33 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after good by Groupie. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need for it to happen now. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Fights off the defender. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now a dump off here complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now it's Watson. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. Still on his feet, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Watson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Able to add the PAT, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Washington offense set to take over again. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and 11. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, and may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive where you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, it's Watson. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Watson on 1st down. Keeps himself upright. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now, Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Watson now to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. A point after, good by Groupie.
And a round is on here in this first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll get it right.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. A solid stiff arm. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now Watson. Throw out wide to Walker. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to...
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
The throw right sideline here is complete.
From the 35, here's second and a yard.
At the Commanders' 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run again with Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Walker now on first and 10.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get
touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Seahawks have opened the lead up to 30. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Watson going to try and run it.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Cooper able to add the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as he gets a hammer into that big lead.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 11. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
And he'll be out right at the 35. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw here.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down following a gain of 3. He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's got room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And going right back to Walker. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 14. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Walker. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission. I think
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And they will take a knee here.